You're a furry guru.
Totally put the wrong one down. Jew Pilot, I'd like to thank you as personally as the internet can allow me for your help with the fandom. It's almost liberating to see someone standing up for us, and in such an educated manner. Thank you again and keep safe. FDID. Okay, that's his name by the way. 101 Lone Wolf 101. Hey there, I'm a sort of furry. I'm in the UK too. It's nice to see that you are too. Makes change. I saw all the wars you've been having with the Billy Goat Scruff. I gotta say you win hands down. Also, I'm interested in what conventions there are around the UK. I'm from Wales and nothing seems to happen here. It's either in London or up north. Also, do you know roughly how much a full fursuit would cost? In Wales, depends where you live. The only events that I know of in Wales happen in Cardiff. They're not conventions, they're fur meets, and they happen maybe every 3 months. So they're not that regular, really. How much a full fursuit costs? Quite a lot, really. Going 600 to a few £1,000s. Depends on the quality and who makes it. Air 4220. Most of your videos seem to be devoted to troll bashing. Why waste your time? Why not say that suck, fuck them and move on? Well, I have. Spike Pap. Hey, as again, Tori. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Wish I could say the same for me, for I was in a car crash the past week. I'm okay. My question is about how furries are responding to trolls. For the past few weeks, I've come across a few videos where some furries have posted disturbing content by either threatening to kill or showing video game content of blowing people's heads off. Sorry if I'm being graphic. I was absolutely disgusted at Max Snowdog's video showing that exact content. The other video I saw was of Fox Creek threatening trolls with his shotguns. He took the videos down and apologised for them. What is your take on furries who do these kind of responses, and what would you recommend they do? Well, don't do it, because that's, like I said earlier, that's kind of lowering them to lowering yourself to a troll's level just by resorting to insults. Sure, they may be annoying as fuckery, but it's best to ignore them. Pax Furry. Dear Tori, when you're making the response to my previous message, please don't mention me. Me and my friend's email address. I don't want to get snowed under by Yif and Hell type of emails. Thank you. And one more thing. You don't need to read out my Hungarian name if you don't want to, but I tell you that your pronunciation was better than most of my foreign furry friends. Peace, Pax Furry. P.S. I think that the war between furries and trolls cannot be specifically called as a war. Trolls are just a bunch of aggressive, unsocialised idiots with the brain of a rock who don't have a better thing to do than annoying and insulting those people who are happy with their own lives. Okay, thanks for that. Ubijew, since your comments were disabled, I wanted to say something. How does anyone think a fursuit is any kind of absolute evil? From what I've seen, they're probably the most adorable things ever. If I knew how, I would seriously make one. I just think trolls need to get lives, and they stereotype furries by the dirty aspect, which isn't fair. That's a very small percentage of what I've seen. I myself don't know if I'm a furry. Maybe you can help me. I have a persona. I even have a set of panda ears which I'm making currently, and maybe a tiny tail to go with it. But I'm new to all this furry fandom, and I don't know if I'd classify myself as so. Maybe you can help me. You don't have to post this in your Furry Guru, but maybe you can give me a personal message on my email. Beep. If you haven't been busy, that is. Thank you. I'm a huge fan. Well, if you think you're a furry, then you're probably a furry. Violent Tendencies 18. Hello Tori, I know I've already sent you another letter, but just wanted to give you the update on whatever, but I've actually seen a documentary on furries on YouTube that was originally on MTV. It appeared that MTV got a load of the people in the fandom who are huge furs, like the whole fursuit thing and whatnot. I believe that this exploded the fandom to the public more than it should have. Most people are not truly open-minded enough to understand the fandom, so I think that documentary actually made a lot more haters than fans. But as I have stated before, I am proud of who I am, even though I am not into the fandom as others. The most I will do is strap on a tail as is, not a whole suit. I have a comical fear of mascots anyways. I actually got into a fight, with a bird mascot at King's Island before, but that's because he wouldn't stop bugging me and actually slapped me on the back of the head. So yeah, it's bad. The whole thing was very funny to me, looking back on it now. especially since I tore his tail feathers off and started beating him with it, he was quickly fired while I got a free summer pass to the park. Hopefully that will show him to never mess with a wolf. But yeah, I learned a lot from that documentary about how into the fandom I truly am. I've realised that it's actually a hobby for me, but also provides room to exercise my imagination, which is why I like it so much. Stay safe and keep making vids, and tell Wobblebottom to throw his webcam away, he's wasting his breath. Well, that's good. You don't have to like fursuits. And the whole MTV documentary, that was a documentary specifically about sex. Surely someone would have noticed from it being called Sex 2K. Moving on, Dr. Rockman12 question, just want to say I love your videos, but I have a quick question about you. Have you ever met any other internet celebrity furs like Silent Wolf or Frederick Fox? If so, what are they like? What do you think of their videos? Thanks for your time, keep up the cool videos. I haven't met Frederick Fox, I haven't met Silent Wolf, I haven't met Two Griffin, I haven't met Uncle Kage. The closest I can say to anyone who's even mildly famous is Callie Husky, who runs Confuzzled, the British furry convention. And very few people who are more famous than that, really. Nintendo. Dear Tori, I'm blushing that you read my message in the last video. Simply put, you gave me a big reaction. Anyway, if you wish to find some of your admirers, I'd be glad to show you where on the site there visit. There is also one friend of mine who's researching furry since he finds it rather interesting, and another one who is friends with another furry, Dameron Wolf, who, by the way, has a small video somewhere on YouTube, but that's another story. Of course, on the other side of the spectrum, we have the people who don't admire you so much, an example of whom is Wobblebottom. You do remember the comment I made in an earlier video? Well, I thought that I should perhaps apologise to him, since even if he is a troll, he is still an individual who deserves some respect. Long story short, the respect wasn't exactly mutual. Anyway, to keep this message short, I'll just end this by saying there are two kinds of people. People with reason and intelligence, and people who are jealous of the former. That's quite true. Azawit. What makes you a furry and what do you do as one? How is my vid? If you don't care, then why make so many vids? Is it to get them mad? This will help me get a better understanding for you people, if you don't mind. Why are you a furry and what do you believe? P.S. Cool name man, and I'm not a furry hater. What makes you a furry and what do you do as one? A furry is a person who has a persona and is interested in anthropomorphic media. What do you do as one? Well, you go to fur meets, you just hang out, you draw, you make music, you do all sorts of stuff. You do what you would probably normally do as a creative person, but as in a more compact, light-loving social group. If you don't care, then why do you make so many videos? I do care. I care about the furry fandom. That's why I make all these agony aunt Q&A type videos. This will help me get a better understanding. Why are you a furry and what do you believe? I'm a furry because I enjoy it, and if you believe you mean theoryanthropy, that's not my sector. Nuclear apocalypse. Do you deny that furrydom is indeed a sexual fetish, although it may contain asexual elements and participants? So do other fetishes which are sexual in nature. Asexual merely means that you do not participate in sex, but still gain sexual release or comfort from said fetish. It has been my experience that most furries do not understand that they are fetishists. Maybe they're not. With a vocal minority like yourself saying that you are not, in all cases I've noticed major introvert behaviour, which is weird for a very outgoing fandom. Homosexuality, which is weird when homosexuality is the smallest of the three sexualities in the furry fandom. And shitty music. You should try listening to some more classical style music, which with mixtures of Bishy syndrome and internet's disease, which are just made up. What are your thoughts on this? Well, you're a troll. I don't need to reply to give you the honour of a reply. Dark Engulf Beast. Hey Tora Bellacci, this is Dark Engulf Beast. I love your videos, by the way. But anyways, where did you get your collar from? I want to get one so I can show the world that I'm a furry and it just looks so cool. I'm a furry 24/7, believe it or not. I was just wondering is all, and any help would be appreciated, and have a nice day. A collar available from all good pet shops anywhere. Make sure you measure your neck, because I got one that's actually too big for me. His necklace given to me by Larupatine. Nice guy, it's the thought that counts. And till Furry Guru 10, or maybe this special project I'm doing, I'll see you later.